Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Guys, we have the new team of the season swaps. Team of the season swaps. Guys, I think with this this season, I think it was released like 5 hours ago, right? 41:18. Yeah, so 6 hours ago. So obviously we were asleep. These season swaps, they look pretty cool for what it is. So we're gonna be checking out the individual cards, what you could be getting, all of that good stuff. One of the cards here, I need to see, did I end up reviewing him? Because I don't know if I did. Let me see. Prime icon moments. That's unfortunate because I had that foot birthday Desain in somebody's team. I can't remember who it was, but I did have that card. So that review would have been already nice to kind of put that out there because I know that he's one of the cards over here so far. Anywho, guys, we have Reyna as the first card here. So we're going to be checking out in-game capabilities, right? So this card is someone who is 6'1", medium work rates, right-footed, 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot. So he's working with okay stuff so far. Player traits: injury prone, technical dribbler. In-game attributes, that's a hunter chemistry style. Yeah, hunter chemistry style on the card because the finishing being lower, boosting the pace as much as possible. Position changes: left mid, right wing, left wing. Yeah, to be fair, this is a card that you use in the side areas more than anything, I think. Like, you could probably use them through the middle, but I know that Reyna has, like, a specific body type, right? Like, it's, like, a bigger one. Yeah, high and average. I remember that from, like, trying him out previously. On a hunter chemistry style, the card is going to be working with good pace, good shooting stats, and it just makes them well-rounded. I think to make them as usable as possible, you definitely want to use them over on that right side. So even if you're playing, like, a 3-4-2-1 and he's your right winger, that's probably going to be the most ideal situation because, excuse me, medium work rates is not that big of a deal nowadays. I tell you guys this all the time. So on a hunter chemistry style, this card could actually be pretty decent to use in that position. It doesn't look bad whatsoever. Physical, 90 for stamina, 90 for strength. You know, a couple of interesting things there as well. It definitely looks like an interesting card. The other selection here is actually the 85 plus times 5, which, to be honest, I wouldn't put it past people to do just to collect fodder for the most part, right? But it just depends on the situation of whatever SBC is out during those time periods, right? The next one we have is Dimitri Payet. To be honest, I do believe that this card will be someone that people unlock in general because he is a very well formatted card, right? So obviously, in his case, he now has the 5-star skill moves, which is a big deal because earlier in the year, we had the Winter Wildcard version, who was a 4-star player. And to be honest with you guys, this guy was actually pretty decent. Like, he was actually a very solid card. Price of the SBC was incredibly fair value for what he offered in game. And he also has a W dynamic pick, right? Yeah, him having the hat was a kicker for sure. But yeah, the new card has a lot of improvements in certain areas. Plus 2s and 3s definitely makes a really good difference on these types of cards. The main thing with Payet is the stocky body type, right? So because a stocky body type is a thing, it always made you want to give him like the engine chemistry style. But a lot of people who are okay with working with the dribbling as it is would give him a hunter chemistry style, and they would be perfectly fine with that too. For me personally, you guys know how I feel about the stocky body type. In general, I still gave him an engine for the most part. I think he was in some of my my formation tactic videos. I don't even know what chemistry style he's on because honestly, guys, when I'm done doing the review, whatever chemistry style I left it on is the one I just leave it on. I'm just like, all right, let's go try out some of these things. But I think I still have an engine on him. Pretty sure. Anyways, this card is, again, well formatted. It just looks like a really cool card. First of all, the links are a W, right? French links is a really big deal. League 1 as well. Dimitri Payet, generally speaking, is a very solid card to get for a lot of people's teams. Like, he's gonna be a great player. Outside foot shot, playmaker, flair, technical dribbler, a couple of interesting traits right there as well. So yeah, definitely looks like a very nice card for sure. The next one is going to be Caicedo. Caicedo looks like a beast, to be fair. Yes, he is a 3-star player, but you know who else is 3-star? Thuram. And Thuram was actually pretty good to use as well. Because these cards, right, the way that you use them is to be your more defensive-oriented cards that could potentially attack, right? Because player traits, he has none. In-game attributes, this is how the card is formatted. So technically speaking, right, you can use him in 2 different ways. You could make him a little bit better defensively. So if we take a look at Caicedo here, you can use him in one of two ways. You can give him the extra defensive capabilities, right? You're always going to increase the pace no matter what. 99 acceleration, 96 for sprint speed. Definitely a massive W there. Defensive stats going to be in a higher area as well. A lot of very good stuff to work with. But the main thing here with this card is the fact that you can also give him a hunter, because his defensive stats is already in the 90s anyways, and you can use him as like the more attacking oriented player. Sure, he's a 3-star player, average body type, all that stuff, but like you could totally do this, right? So this is another huge W gameplay objective for sure. Obviously, the thing that's the hardest thing to work with is going to be links with him, because he's from the Premier League. So not necessarily the easiest to work with, or excuse me, I'm an idiot. Not the Premier League, the nationality as well as the club. The club, I don't think Brighton has anybody. Yeah, Brighton doesn't have a single player. Oh, Matoma team of the season will be good, actually. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think they have anybody. Matoma team of the season, who else in Brighton? I don't think anybody else is going to get one. Estupion. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Anywho, yeah, I think Matoma could be good. Matoma could be a decent link to give. It's like one link though. You need a lot of Premier League players, which, to be fair, not that hard to do. Like you could definitely get the Premier League players for sure. So yeah, that definitely looks really cool. What else we got here? So Caicedo's one, and the other option is 1583 plus. I mean, I wouldn't put it past people to do that either, honestly. Ooh, flashback Navas. If people choose fodder over flashback Navas, you're boring, because this card looks really cool. Yeah, he looks really nice. You give this guy an anchor, right? For sure, it's got to be an anchor. Navas is just usually that type of right back that is just like really cool to use, because he's very agile and quick on the ball, right? Because if you take a look at his dribbling stats, it's all in the 90s area. But the cool thing about him is that he could be used in different ways. Technically speaking, you could use this card as a midfielder if you really want to, right? I wouldn't recommend it because of the height. The height, you really want to use that in the side positions as much as possible. So obviously in his case, you'd probably give him an anchor chemistry style, boost the pace, boost defense, and the physical as much as possible, and then just work with a very well-rounded right back that'll probably lack in physical from time to time because of the lack of height or whatever, right? But obviously your trade-off is really good dribbling capabilities. You guys know who else is like that? Ashley Cole, and Ashley Cole's a good left back, man. So traits, speed dribbler, early crosser, team player, right? So it's just a dribbling monster. Obviously for gameplay, it feels rough. Having a card like this will definitely be a very beneficial thing to have, to be able to just play very nice in general. You could technically give this card... I'm looking at like shooting and stuff. Like you could give this card a Deadeye, honestly. A Deadeye would not be a bad option if you decide to use him in the midfield situation. What's the one that gives you defense and shooting? Is that even a thing? Is it like Guardian or something? Or Gladiator? Oh, that looks kind of saucy for a midfielder. That's really good. Dude, this is an attacking-oriented center mid in a 4-3-2-1. That's good. That's really good. Anchor chemistry style. Yeah, but I want to... Listen, this is not a bad choice either. Because if you use him as an attacking-oriented center mid that could potentially score from time to time, boosting the shot power and the finishing that much would be a really huge deal. So that's actually nice, because you make him explosive too. And explosive for attacking-oriented center mids is really, really cool to work with. So yeah, that's a very nice card. If people choose the fodder for that, you're honestly boring, honestly. I just gotta put it out there. And then the level 30 ones, I think it's like, where's Desain? Where's this guy? Am I blind? I might be blind, guys. Oh, there he is. He's level 20. Yeah, I had this guy. I was actually like using him in somebody's team. I actually could still do his review because I think he still has him in the team as well. I have to see, man. Yeah, I have to see. Because Foot Birthday Desain, we could do a review for that. Because that's going to be like a long-term card. It's always the cards that I don't review that they put out, eh? Every single time, man. Every time, bro. You know why? Because they're the ones that like you think, oh, they're not that crazy, but in game they could be really nice. Is he a lengthy player? Shadow chemistry style, 60 agility. Yeah, he is. Good. I like it. Let's see this guy. 328k. Probably dropped in price ever since like they released that. Let's see here. So Shadow Chemistry Style, 91 acceleration, 92 for sprint speed on a lengthy is a W. Good defensive stats, base card stats for physicals high, except for jumping. Jumping is very important, guys. I'm telling you, that corner kick tactic is mad annoying, so be mindful of that. 5-star weak foot is great as well. Definitely could be a really nice card. He's on a lengthy, which is the most important thing, right? Like, just the running in this game is you know how it be. You know how it be. Rooney, we already did his review. So that is a W in itself. Premier League, La Liga, League One team of the season. I mean, it makes sense to have Rooney. Sorry, I thought my controller was broken. It makes sense to have Rooney in this because they obviously wouldn't give like a super crazy card. For me personally, when I was using Wayne Rooney, I preferred him mostly as a secondary striker role, or playing in that 4-3-2-1 as the attacking right to center mid because of the fact that he has the work rates to work with at a high, right? So he was actually really cool to use in that general position because dribbling on the card, you notice it, right? So even if you give him like an engine and stuff, you notice it. I still gave him an engine in that center mid area because he's great on it, but just food for thought, these types of cards. But yeah, in my opinion, this is definitely a W for team of the season swaps. I'm definitely a huge fan of this. It's so funny, man, because the game is so poorly formatted with the way that they do game modes for like the game modes suck, right? But it's so funny because EA always gets to a point in FIFA where they're like, you know what, just this we're gonna strike a line right here where we're just gonna do like really cool content. So if you're the type of person that never really played the game before and you kind of missed out on being able to do all this kind of stuff to put them in cool teams, it's like an annoying thing, you know? You wish it was like a more consistent thing because these cards are cool, man. A lot of these cards are actually not only usable, but just great cards to get. Like this Desain card, a lot of people will use them. 100% people will use them. Wayne Rooney, probably not as much. I feel like people will probably get the... no, some people will get Wayne Rooney. Yeah, they'll get Wayne Rooney. That's probably going to be his best card for the whole year, to be fair. Payet's for sure people will get. Giovanni Reyna, I think, will be a debatable one. I think some people might actually go with the fodder for that. I'm not going to lie. Like... Maybe it depends. It depends on like what SBCs are out too, because he's 91 rated. So people want that 91 rated for like a guarantee, right? Because the 85 pluses, it depends on what the fodder is like during that time period. But regardless, the team of the season swaps is it's really good. I like it a lot. I think it's fantastic. There's a bunch of players in here that I'm definitely a fan of. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.